when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Mike 54. Hey, tight. Go 14.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
47's a Mike. Clear. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, found a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Opposite.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three. Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 12. 6-6. Bullet high. Right there. 51. Right there. 54 Mike. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check the backer, check the backer. There.
Here's Wilson to throw again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Ready?
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Sammy! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're 21.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Latavius Murray, the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Throwing again here. Wilson toward the pylon, caught. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Block that.
Here's Wilson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, easy.
Now Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 22 yards there. A first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down. It's Murray, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. You're good, you're good.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down, Saints.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, 56. Here we go, here we go. Kill. 52. Bravo. Under 10. Good, you're good. I 4, 23.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, easy. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Hey, Steve, sit.
Breeze now to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 2nd down.
Set, 5-8, 5-8. Mark 54. I'm coming for you. You must.
Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Over.
2nd half starts with a run by Murray. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Latavius Murray, 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Double team. 56. Check 56. One left, one left. Hey, alert. 56 to Hayward. 56 to Mike. Okay, double up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. 56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, pick it up. 25. Check 52 to Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We're in 52. Block 52. Go. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson operating from the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Kill.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
54.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Don't get nervous. Hey, easy.
Breeze going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, easy. Right there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 54. Line 54. Watch the run. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go with a fullback line. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run the counter with Murray. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
56. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check. Let's go.
Now Wilson going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Opposite.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, kill. Big gap.
Again, it's Murray. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give. This is Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We got 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, echo.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. Thomas has got it, complete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Hey.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, 0.
Check safety. Check safety. My
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run with Murray. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, easy.
Banjo.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Saints.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. on the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Cut, 56.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, 4 down, 4 down. Look up for signal.
56, right there, 56. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.